Welcome to Monday's Mindful Motivation. We're on week 3 already. And don't forget, if you want to start from the beginning and start them on a Monday, you can start them any day and do a bit of a quick catch up for 1 week. So that you say, for example, you're starting on the Wednesday, do a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then carry on 1 a day from there. But this is a copy of the downloadable tracker, which you can get from the website, which is kreeve.co.uk. I'll put the link in the chat on YouTube. And you can also take part in these personal development challenges in the Facebook group, the private group. And again, the link will be in the chat below. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, notification bell down below, all of those down here, so that you can follow this entire journey through the entire 12 weeks and get notifications of all new upcoming videos. So as this is done, you can either follow the entire list on YouTube, you can follow the entire playlist for 12 weeks in order of which they're recorded, or I've put them each into a second playlist, so you've got all of the mindfulness together in one playlist, all of the personal development tasks in another, the wisdoms in another, so you've got a separate playlist for each group if you choose to pick and choose for how you go through this program. So just tick off each week as you do it and each task so you know where you've got to. So let's crack on with today's. I've had great fun today. I've had a Zoom meeting where I had no sound, the person couldn't hear me. So we ended up having to get on WhatsApp and talk with headphones in while watching on Zoom. Then I tried speaking to somebody on Facebook chat, I couldn't hear them. And then I recorded this video and the next video, and neither of them had any sound on them whatsoever. So I've had major sound issues this morning, and now I need that mindful motivation. Mindfulness to give my brain a rest from all the challenges I've had this morning, and the motivation to crack on with the rest of today and actually make some achievements. So here we go. We've had a couple of the week's mindful motivations already. We've had week 1, which was just an introduction to seeing and thinking, putting yourself into a different environment. Last week we looked at the barbecue and sort of putting again yourself into that situation where you take in all of the senses. But today I want to focus in on one sense, and that is the sense of smell. Because mindfulness is about learning to use all of your senses in the moment, but it's also sometimes nice just to focus on one of them and focus that mindfulness in even further. So today I'm going to take you on a short journey with me through a little script, and I want you to imagine some of these aromas, these scents as we go through, and take a chance just to give your brain that little mini rest from the day. It's like having a 5-minute holiday out of your day and refresh, like resetting your batteries to start again. So aromatherapy, as you can see on the image on screen, aromatherapy is an amazing way to uplift your moods. But it is not always possible to have the fragrances you want at the times you really desire them. So let's see if we can create some new mindfulness to use the sense of smell through the power of your thoughts. I am certain if I say coffee, you can imagine the smell of a freshly brewed pot of coffee, or better still, freshly baked bread, or the smell of rotten cabbage. But maybe we'll stick with the more pleasant fragrances for today. So there is no fixed time or place. This is a time to sit where you are, relax your mind, relax your body, and let your imagination float gently into space and breathe deeply and slowly for the next few breaths, and continue to breathe slowly and carefully while you listen through. Let's start back at the freshly baked bread and imagine it in a dream kitchen of a luxury farmhouse bed and breakfast where you've woken on a fresh spring-like morning and you're about to eat breakfast before going for a walk. As you enter the farmhouse kitchen and smell the bread, it is warm and yeasty. But as you get closer, another smell fills the air, a fried breakfast. And as you sit at the dining table, you open a pot of jam for your toast. Lift the little jar closer to your nose and take in the fruity smell. What flavour jam did you pick? Your coffee arrives and is poured into your cup with the steam rising and drifting to take over and fill your nostrils with a boost of excitement and an expectation of flavour. If you prefer tea, is it regular tea or herbal tea? Again, take in that aroma and enjoy it. When you've finished your breakfast, you head to the front door. And as you are putting your coat on, you notice the smell of the roses and the lilies in the vase in the hallway. Their pungent floral aromas wipe away all the scents of breakfast and prepare you to open the front door. As you walk out onto the porch, there is that beautiful, warm fragrance like honey as the spring sunshine lifts the dew and wakens the daffodils and tulips among other colourful flowers in the garden. If you would prefer, you can take this journey around your own garden or a favourite garden that you know, but as you do so, take in all the scents of the flowers, the freshness of any ponds or lakes and streams, trees, the musty smell of the leaves, whatever it is you want to smell, freshly cut grass, whatever it is that excites your senses and makes you feel totally relaxed in your garden, just take those aromas in. Just focus on what you can smell, the freshness of each breath of air. And when you are ready, take in a few breaths of that air before bringing yourself back to the present with a healthy lungful of air and a light heart, ready to start your day. How was that? Could you imagine each of the aromas? Let me know below, drop a comment, whether it's on YouTube or whether you are joining us in the Facebook group, but drop me a comment and let me know what it was like for you. And I think this is really powerful because when we have certain memories, there are always aromas that go with it, like the aroma of a favourite person, or it could be a favourite food. It could be a particular environment where you go to, like some people, for men, they like the smell of the diesel and the oil of the old engines and workshops. There's lots of things it can be, the smell of fabrics and sewing machines and whatever it is that your favourite smells are. They're unique to you. We all have individual tastes. And at the same time, smell can also cause trauma in us, but we can use it to heal. For example, I can still to this day remember over 20 years ago being at the scene of an accident. And when I think about the accident, I can still hear the glass crackling in the windscreens of the car in front of me. I can still see the smoke drifting across the road, the dust that was turned up from the impact, and the airbag going off. It chucked out billows of something. They make a mess. And I can still smell all the smells from that car as it created this huge disturbance on the road with the impact and all the damage that it had done to itself and the environment around it. And I can still smell the smell of that today, over 20 years later. So that's how powerful the aroma of a smell can be. But at the same time, we can use that power of the mind positively by bringing these mindfulness sessions into focusing it on maybe one sense. If you want to go back and focus on sight, the first ever session, week number 1, Monday's Mindful Motivation, was great for thinking about all the colours in the meadow, whereas today's very much about the sense of smell. Last week we did a bit more about taste when we talked about the barbecue, and we will cover more as we go through. But I hope you enjoyed today's Monday's Mindful Motivation, and I look forward to seeing you back for Tuesday's task. Take care everybody, hugs and healing to you all. Bye bye.